Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, a Filipino technology startup making it big at Silicon Valley. Introducing online payment systems to Filipino entrepreneurs. How will this empower Filipino businesses and change the landscape of Filipino financial technology? PayMongo co-founders Edwin Lacierda and Lacierda join us live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. Malacanang confirms the president will be naming less than 10 PCSO officials allegedly involved in corruption. It is unclear for now when this will happen. Presidential spokesperson Sal Panelo says the president talked about this during his speech Wednesday night. Panelo says the president hasn't said anything about placing alleged corrupt officials under preventive suspension, while the palace-led investigation is ongoing. Meantime, a congressman says he wants to investigate the issue together with other party list representatives. Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have on the line House Minority Leader Benny Abante. Congressman, welcome back to the show, sir.
Hi, Pinky. Good morning.
Congressman, you already filed a resolution to look into these into this alleged corruption activities within the PCSO, sir.
Yes, we have filed Resolution 141 to investigate the alleged corruption at the PCSO. And I'm so glad that the president will be naming around 9 of them that are involved in corruption. So it will be easier for us to be able to really call on them.
Yeah. How is this progressing in the House, though, after filing the resolution? Has it been forwarded to a particular committee?
Yes, I think it has been forwarded to the Committee on Games and Amusement, and I don't know of any other committees. But we now have the chairman of the Committee on Games and Amusement now. So I think we should proceed.
That's Congressman Dan Fernandez, sir?
No, that's no? Congressman Yap,
Yap.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for now, who are you thinking of inviting as resource persons in the upcoming hearing, sir?
Well, we're still trying to collect some things to investigate. Perhaps we could be able to invite the chairman of the PCSO and the other board members because we have heard that they're not actually working together as now, no? There's some problems even in the board.
Are you planning to invite also former chairman of the PCSO? Take, for example, sir, former chairman Ayong Maliksi?
It's been, Ayong Maliksi was chairman for...
1 year and 1 month, sir.
Oh, okay. So we might do that. And but the predecessor of the chairman today was re-invited because we heard about him giving, I don't know, what do you call that, franchises to other generals. So we'll find out what will happen.
Yeah, I think Senator Ping Lacson was already saying that so many franchises were giving to generals and officials of the Army, sir, or the AFP. All right. Just moving forward, sir, do you have any idea when this will begin? Has there been any response from the Committee on Games?
Oh, yes. We don't have any response.
Congressman Abante, sir. Okay, the line is choppy right now, and I'm afraid we are not understanding what the congressman is saying. Of course, that's Minority Congressman Benny Abante. He already filed a resolution to look into this problem within the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office. He told us that possibly this has been forwarded to the Committee on Games, and I was asking him before the line got cut when exactly the hearing will begin. Of course, the president already said through his spokesperson, also Secretary Sal Panelo, that the president will be naming about 9 or 10 officials involved in this alleged corrupt practices within the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office. And Congressman Benny Abante saying they're waiting the president to name these 9 or 10 officials. He is back on the line. Congressman, welcome back, sir.
Yeah, when Congressman Dan Fernandez, Deputy Speaker, was giving his privilege speech on the PCSO, I asked him several questions on the charter.
Opo.
Because in the charter, that was actually promulgated in 1954 or 57, then afterwards amended by the presidential decree. There is one section there that says that the PCSO should give a report every year, every July, to the President, to the Senate, and to the House of Representatives. But I asked him, and there's no report being given to us. So how can the Oversight Committee even look into what is happening to the PCSO when the House of Congress does not have any report at all?
Mm-hmm. So you were supposed to be furnished a copy of its yearly report then, sir. That's what you're saying?
Yes, and we don't have anything. So I made a demand from them to furnish us a copy of the report from the time that they have not given any report at all.
Do you know what year that is, sir?
No, I don't know what year it is, but I think it has been quite some time.
Mm-hmm. You were, of course, Congressman during the 16th Congress, sir. Is that correct? 15th and 16th Congress?
I was a congressman on the 13th and 14th Congress, yes.
During that time, Congressman, do you remember any hearings on the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, sir?
Well, there was a hearing in 2016, I think, of the PCSO, but I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, apparently there were already hearings on this during the 17th Congress as well, I understand. Of course, you weren't congressman at that time, and possibly some lawmakers are saying that Congress should again look into what was talked about during the hearings on the 17th Congress. So, all right, so Congressman, we await any more information on the upcoming hearing at the House of Representatives. Congressman Benny Abante, sir, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Silicon Valley is home to many of the world's largest high-tech companies and thousands of tech startups. And a new company has just become the first Filipino startup in its community. Financial technology company PayMongo has just been accepted to the program of Y Combinator, one of Silicon Valley's most well-known funders. The startup now joins the ranks of companies like Airbnb, Dropbox, and Reddit that were also funded early by YC and eventually became billion-dollar companies. Just how game-changing is PayMongo, and how will it revolutionize the way Filipino entrepreneurs do business? And will I be beside the next millionaires or billionaires? Let's go straight to the sources of the story. We have PayMongo co-founders Edwin Lacierda and Luisia. Luis, Edwin, good to have you.
Pinky, how are you?
Welcome to the show. It's good to have Edwin on another topic because I could have asked him more on the PCSO charter, but we'll save that for another time. PayMongo, I understand. Of course, the first question I had was why PayMongo, and then I found out that you used the word Mongo, the Mongo seed.
Mongo seed.
Because, Luis, go ahead.
We represent fast growth, and what we really stand for is to help SMEs and businesses of all sizes grow fast. And so we basically build tools and products for them to be able to do that, starting with payments.
And who thought about PayMongo?
Well, there was an evolution of the name.
Yeah.
But we went through it, research about it, and so the group decided. There was another previous name, which was a bit difficult to pronounce by the Americans.
Tell me.
EQUIAC. It stands for Equitable Access.
One can say it.
It's kind of difficult. You've got three vowels within, so it's kind of difficult. So
That's true.
We were talking to Americans. They couldn't figure out, how do you pronounce EQUIAC? So we decided to move to PayMongo, which is, as Luis explained, it's pretty straightforward, and the partners in Y Combinator like the names.
Yeah, they like it.
Yeah.
Did they ask what is Mongo?
They also asked the
for
same.
sure, right?
They couldn't figure out what's a Mongo, so some of them understood, some of them couldn't They haven't seen a Mongo seed.
Yeah.
But there's a Filipino partner in Y Combinator, the sister of Bamboo Manyalak.
I see.
She's the first Filipino partner in Y Combinator also.
I see. Okay. So PayMongo, tell us what PayMongo is.
Right.
Just a background before we get into the how it actually. We're going to demonstrate that a little later on.
Yeah, so PayMongo builds tools and products for businesses of all sizes to accept payments fast and easy online. Yeah, so whether or not you're building an app or a website, you're a software developer, or even sellers on Facebook or Instagram, we build products so that you can accept credit cards, get paid via 7-Elevens, or even pawn shops. So we make paying super convenient and easy for businesses of all sizes.
And to the question, why this? Why this payment option? Is there a dearth of that here in
There
the
is
Philippines?
we're actually building, PayMongo is building the infrastructure highway. Just imagine by analogy, if you're building the roads, we're building the roads so that cars can take the road smoothly. There's a bit of a problem in payments, digital payments. It takes, the present setup is for, if you're a Facebook seller, you'd ask the buyer to deposit in a bank,
Correct.
take a picture, send
Send
it,
a deposit, yeah.
send a deposit
Online
slip,
transfer.
or online transfer.
Right.
Here, and merchants, small merchants, do not have the capacity to accept credit card payments because banks would charge a high rate. So we're practically encouraging entrepreneurs to go online. And so we're asking more people to go online because the question for them is, how do I get paid? Can I accept credit card payments? Can I accept different methods of payment? So it's making payments easier. By the way, payments is actually a foundational infrastructure for if you're gonna go into online businesses. So we're enabling them. That's the vision of the company, and also PayMongo seeks to be the best engineering product in the country. So
Does that mean there's nothing of that sort here in the Philippines that offers the same kind of service?
Yeah, so there aren't a shortage of payment gateways here, or people who do payments, but the problem is the barrier to entry. So it's very hard for businesses of all sizes just so that they can apply, they can integrate on their website. And the challenge that we have, it's both a business and an engineering problem, is to make it really simple, make the process of signing up, integrating, launching, and accepting payments very seamless.
So you simplified it so
Yes,
that
we
people don't
simplified
get a little insecure.
I'll give you an example,
yeah.
Pinky. We went through one payment gateway. You have to pay a subscription fee, a sign-up fee. So we paid a sign-up fee.
Which is how much, more or less?
Oh, the one that we signed up for, 30,000 pesos.
Oh, it's that expensive.
We're not asking people to pay any sign-up fee. You just sign up.
It's free, ah?
It's free. You pay as you go. So it's not something like you pay a subscription, a sign-up fee, and then you submit all the requirements. And by the way, the requirements are so plenty. There's a pain point. There's a lot of merchants when we brought it up online.
Yeah.
Oh, sali ako dyan, kasi ang bilis lang pala.
So there's no subscription fee. So the question would be, I guess, how your business model is like. But I'm going to go to that a little later on. So tell me first, before we go into the demonstration, how difficult it is for you to have broken through, Silicon Valley, for example. I think Edwin was saying that there are about 11,000 applications per year. Is that so?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a huge application, because in the Philippines, Y Combinator is not pretty, except for the developer community, those who are into technology. But by and large, it's not known. So when we applied, but worldwide, there's been a huge application for Y Combinator funding, because for the information of the public, Y Combinator funded Airbnb, Reddit, Dropbox. These are small companies started with them.
Yeah.
And they develop into what we call unicorns or billion-dollar companies.
So basically, you want them to be able to accept you and to recognize you.
So we tried. We submitted our idea. We submitted idea 3 days before the deadline.
Okay.
So we got a response. Okay, let's have a video call. So the Y Combinator partner had a video call with the 4 of us. So ask for around 10 minutes. What's your product? And then
10 minutes only, huh?
10 minutes only.
10 minutes.
They won't have enough time for you guys, huh?
And the one who interviewed, just for trivia, was the first employee of Yahoo in 1997.
Wow.
So it was
Okay.
really, and these guys who were more into the development, kilala si Tim Brady.
Kayo hindi.
Ako hindi ko kilala. So I mean, these guys were so scared. I was just sitting there and talking. But basically, we went through that. We made it to the first round and got an email and told us, okay, go to Mountain View in Silicon Valley, do another 10-minute pitch. That's a final pitch. So we went through 4 partners. known in the developer community, and so we made it to the interview, another 10-minute pitch again, and they called us that night and said, "You're in."
By that night, you
Yes.
Yeah, so
knew that
that's
you were
their,
in.
That's their guarantee. They let you know the same day.
But I just want to be kind of about this. So when you made the video call from the Philippines, you had to fly.
No. You fly only if you're accepted in the
Yes,
first
they
round.
said please go
Yes.
make a pitch.
And then we do a second one.
That the second was when you flew. Pero yun, you pay for that.
We pay
because,
for it,
yeah,
but
you
we
risked that.
were reimbursed. We were reimbursed.
Actually, yeah, they pay. Yeah,
also.
they reimburse us.
Oh, okay.
reimbursed.
So then you presented for 10 minutes, and then right that evening you got a call.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the
You got an
anxiety that whole day.
If you're rejected, you get an email. So we got an email, pa yan pala asking for additional questions lang.
Oh, when you got the email, dininervyos kayo.
Yeah, we thought it was over, you know. We were in the grocery when we got the call, and everyone was going crazy. Like, we almost got sent out because we were shouting.
So they were so worried. They went out and got pizza, and I was talking with the other co-founder.
Yeah.
They were so super. Said, "No, wait for that. So it's not." So finally, we got a call at around 10 p.m.
Yeah.
and said, "You're in.
Oh, wow.
So come over."
Must have been such a huge celebration
Yeah.
for you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, yeah.
And then what's next after that?
Right. So currently, we're preparing for demo day. It's when the program culminates, and we're currently doing our seed round. So we're currently
is
fundraising.
that?
So we're currently fundraising for our first round of investments. So we've had a couple of investments so far, and we're preparing for demo day, which is the culmination of the YC program, where we showcase our product, our progress to a whole bunch of venture capitalists and investors. Yeah.
This is on August 6th or
19.
9th? Oh,
19.
19. So again, that must be very big for you guys. So the best part would be how to actually go through this, the demonstration part. But we're going to leave that hanging. We'll set it up a little bit. We'll be going for a very short break. We'll be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guests today, PayMongo co-founders Edwin Lacierda and Lacierda. So just to give you, to understand it better, there are about 11,000 applicants every year.
Correct. Yeah.
And only how many are
100%.
accepted by YCOM?
In our program, there's now about 200 companies that
Are accepted.
were accepted. Startup companies that were accepted.
Okay. Is this the first time that a Filipino company was accepted by
So
Y
we're the first
Combinator?
Filipino fintech startup to go into the program. Yeah, so it's been a while.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's huge.
Yeah,
And
it's-
considering that you submitted your pitch 3 days before the deadline. All right, let's do a demonstration. How
Sure,
does this
sure, yeah.
actually work, Luis?
Okay, so if you are an online seller or a merchant and you want to accept payments on any business, let's say you're a Facebook seller, all you have to do is to go to our website, paymongo.com, and sign up. Once you sign up, you could have access to the dashboard. So we compile and we put all your transactions and all your payments into one simple dashboard, so you can track which payments are paid, not paid yet, and all the details that come into every transaction. So this is actually the dashboard that we use for my other company, Altitude Technologies Inc. It's an online store.
So what did you have to pay 77,000 for? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah, so these are the links. So we support both people who have apps or websites, or people who just sell on Facebook or Instagram, might not have a website but want to accept payments, right? So we created a product called PayMongo Links. It works as simple as just pressing the Create Link button. Let's say I want to charge you $1,000. I'll put here for Pinky.
That's cheap for a pair of shoes for Pinky, by the way.
Yeah, probably.
you're charging me.
I'm charging you.
You're the
I'm
merchant.
I'm the merchant.
Okay.
So this is my
So
dashboard.
I
as a
bought
merchant.
something for $1,000. Okay.
Yeah, you bought something from my Instagram store, let's
Yeah.
say. I'll create the link. So automatically it makes a link. It's a pay.mg link. I can copy this link. I can send it through Viber, Messenger.
me?
Yeah, to you.
Yeah.
To the buyer through Instagram.
Yeah.
Through any messaging platform that you can think of. And you open this on your phone or your desktop. And so this is what you'll see.
This is what I will see.
Yeah, this is what the buyer will see. It says for Pinky.
Ah, there you go.
How much you need to pay,
Yeah.
and details about that certain transaction, right? You have the option to pay via credit card. Currently, we support 7-Eleven, Cebuana, Lulier, Lulier, coins.ph. And once you're done paying, it will automatically reflect at the merchant's dashboard. So
How will it reflect on the merchant's dashboard once I pay? Do I have to send anything to?
no, nothing.
Nothing.
At all. Yeah.
So no more send me a copy of the
No,
deposit
yeah,
slip
those-
or the payment slip.
It's real time.
Those days are
I
gone.
see.
Yeah.
So when you're not paid, as you can see there, it's marked as unpaid. Once you pay real time, it converts to paid. So for the merchant, it's easy. No, you don't have to have physical copies of
Yeah.
the picture. You now have a inventory or a dashboard of all.
Well,
the
what
things.
about me? What about the buyer?
Yeah.
What do I have as proof that I paid?
So we actually take care of that for you. So this is the proof. So as a seller, you just have to go to the dashboard and check. And we take care of all of the things behind that. So you're sure that the payment has arrived.
For the buyer,
Yeah.
you'll
for
get
the
an
buyer.
email also.
I'll get an email. Okay. And then the seller, for example, it's Edwin, he will be notified in PayMongo that 1,000 pesos Ping
Yes.
owes has been paid.
Yes.
Yeah.
How
So
does,
you have a monthly inventory of
how does
transactions.
he get the money?
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Luis. There's
I'm sorry, is that a...
that's a payout. What we call a payout.
So
Okay.
that's what we call payouts. You just simply link your bank account to the dashboard. You put your bank details there, and we deposit directly to your bank account. So you
Oh.
don't have to worry about withdrawing your funds. We deposit directly to you
I see.
as a buyer.
Here's a question, and I hope it sounds so simple, but why am I going to trust you guys, or why would a merchant trust you guys?
Because
Well,
of
yeah.
number one, admittedly,
Because you were the former presidential spokesperson.
That's a
but
good reason.
admittedly,
Trust us.
the trust issue is prevalent in our digital economy in the Philippines. So you're developing trust, but there's a need, there's a dearth of that area where how does one get paid? So they'll try you out. I mean, it's first basis test you out if you're really fast, you're really secure, and you're really safe. So in fact, one of our early merchants tried it out, tested 100 pesos several times. They tried it out. Oh, pumapasok pala. So they developed that, and and now we now have around more or less about
How many
little less than 500 merchants and
Yeah.
more than 1,000 on the wait list.
Why would you have 1,000 on the wait list?
Because they sign up first, so we have to onboard them.
Do they need your approval? Is that so?
No, so we actually launched 4 weeks ago, and currently we're in beta. So we're onboarding them in batches right
I
now.
see.
Sooner or later, we'll start getting everyone, and everyone can make an account as easy as going.
So the demand is high, huh?
Because there's a dearth.
Yeah.
But pag may
exactly.
problema,
There's
may
1,000.
kulang, may kailangan, may pangangailangan, there's a need for that. So we're filling that need. It's easy for entrepreneurs online to come on board and just sign
Got
up
it.
without paying anything.
Right. So what's in it for you guys if there's no subscription fee?
Right. So we have a very
How do you earn?
transparent and very easy transaction fee scheme. So we charge per transaction, meaning you only get charged once someone buys and someone uses your PayMongo to accept payments. And we take our
Okay.
fee away from that. And
You're at liberty to tell us how much fee you take away, or is that confidential?
yeah, so it's actually pretty competitive. Currently, for credit cards, we charge 3.5% compared to PayPal, which is another option that online sellers use here. They charge 4.4, so it's a huge difference.
1%
Yeah.
increase. All right. So from here on, what's next?
Right.
What's
By the
next
way,
for you guys?
PayMongo links, what Luis showed is just one of our first product.
Yeah.
We're building other products. Because like you're building the highway. Imagine if you're building a highway, you can build on top of the highway. So that's our vision right now, is to build the infrastructure highway so that people who have...
Exciting.
Because for the payments, if you're going online, it's going to be exciting. By the way, there's a Google Temasek report. In 2017, the Philippine digital economy is at $5 billion. In 2025, it will be $25 billion. So we're encouraging more by having a payments infrastructure highway. We're telling entrepreneurs it's easy for you to come on board.
Okay.
And
So
right on that growth.
okay. So I have a minute left. What's next after this? So you go to you make a pitch again.
We are doing a demo day, which
Demo
is
day, rather.
the culmination.
And then
of
we go the hard work. We keep on onboarding merchants.
Yeah.
We'll grow the base. Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations to Edwin and Luis. Very exciting times, I'm sure, for you guys. And we wish you luck.
Yes, in a different way.
Always a good way. Maraming salamat to PayMongo co-founders Edwin Lacierda and Luis Sia. Thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.